A sticky, tar-like substance oozing from a storage tank, creating a black pool of death that sucks in unwary animals and kills them. One family whose beloved dog was trapped in that deadly mess is grieving and angry. On tonight's special assignment, Katie Kim goes to the scene to find out what is going on and who is responsible.
That was kind of her baby.
These are some of the last photos taken of Max, a beloved 5-year-old blue heeler mix.
The dog was a healthy dog beforehand.
Max was out for some fresh air in Socorro with his owners and another dog last Thursday.
I'm under the impression they were chasing a rabbit or whatever.
The chase took Max out of his owner's sight, but when they found him, they discovered Max hadn't caught anything. Instead, it was Max who'd been caught.
The only thing sticking out was basically his head and a little bit of his shoulders.
The dog had fallen into this black, foul-smelling pit.
At first glance, it might look like a relatively small spill, but think again. Just in this one spot alone, we measured it's almost 3 feet deep.
The tar-like substance was leaking from this 10,000-gallon tank that had been discarded on the property. Carcasses of animals once stuck in the slime litter the area. Max had to be pulled out of the muck by hand.
They recommended that we tried Vaseline. We were using Dawn dish soap. They started using peanut butter.
Nothing worked.
Sunday, he was just too sick to really want to do anything, and he died Sunday afternoon.
Heartbroken and angry, Chris Greiner contacted News 13 and the state.
It is a shock.
Jerry Ford is with the New Mexico Environment Department.
I go by here on the way out to Catron County 2-3 times a week, and I have never noticed it.
Just a mile west of the Socorro Hospital, this plot of land is owned by the city and rented to an asphalt company called Blue Collar Construction.
I can't believe anybody would leave this out like this.
As of Tuesday, the area around the pit was unfenced. A few yards away, a similar black substance had been dumped straight into the arroyo. Ford says, hazardous or not, that's a big no-no.
We don't know the extent of it. It could possibly be something minor. It would take maybe a week to clean up. It could possibly be something more intensive.
State investigators are still trying to figure out what the black muck is, if the material is hazardous, and how long it's been here. They're also testing the soil and water to see how deep the contamination runs. We tried to get some answers from Blue Collar Construction.
You need to call the office.
So we did, and we paid the company's Albuquerque office a visit.
I'm wondering if there's anyone here that can talk about what's going on in Socorro.
No comment, thank you.
The company owner called back, saying the substance was asphalt and that it was not hazardous. He also claimed he didn't know the tank was leaking. When we asked for an on-camera interview, he hung up on us. By Wednesday, Blue Collar Construction put up a fence around the pit and began cleaning up some of the mess. Still, state inspectors say their investigation is far from over. But for Chris Greiner and Max, it's too little, too late.
This just ain't right. There's nothing about this.
On special assignment, Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Hazardous materials are supposed to be sent to an out-of-state disposal site, but even non-hazardous material is supposed to be dumped at a designated landfill. Investigators say after they determine for sure what this substance is, they will decide whether Blue Collar Construction will face penalties.